Welcome, welcome. First of all, welcome to myEcon, the personal financial success company. You have made the decision to take full control of your finances, and because of it, you decided to partner up, get a membership so you can gain personal financial success. The key word in there is personal. So you have to understand that this is personal. It doesn't matter, what your family thinks, what your friends think. It doesn't even matter what the person thinks who brought you into the organization. It's all about you gaining personal financial success. And now you have a roadmap. Now you have a blueprint to do that. So myEcon, if you don't know already, is short for my economy, because we believe that if you can control your own economy, you don't have to worry about the economy. So welcome to the royalty movement. I am Mr. Smith, co-founder of the royalty movement and 0.5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I don't want this video to be too long, but I just want you to get a quick overview of what you have your fingers on. See, many times a lot of people wind up getting into the business, and because it's such a low cost, because it's little to nothing to get enrolled, they feel as though the business is just a $34.95 business, or they feel like they just have a $34.95 membership, when in all actuality, you now have access to a multi-million-dollar membership, a multi-million-dollar business, if you embrace it and understand that. We just chose to make the cost so low that it'll be almost no excuse to get enrolled into our platform. That way we can help more people faster. So now that you have access, now that you have already obtained your username and password, let's get logged in. Let's see what you have. Let's go over the things that, I feel you should put a strong emphasis on, and then we'll wrap this video up. Tag your team to this video. They definitely need to see this first and foremost. So if you already don't know, then where I am is the screen you go to once you visit your website. I'm on the sample website. So right now I have johnsample.myecon.net, and I'm at the login screen. So you'll go to your site, whatever it is. Most people use their first and last name. Some people use a business name, whatever it is. You go to your site. Once you go there, you click login, and you'll see the same exact screen. Be sure to select, if it's not already selected, myEcon Associate, because you are a myEcon Associate if you're seeing this video. So what you'll do is put in your username. Your username is whatever is in front of the .myecon.net. So since we're using the John Sample site, the username is John Sample. That's all lowercase, no capital letters, just one word. John Sample. So whatever yours says in front of the .myecon.net, guess what? That's your username. Now, if you have not already logged in and put in your temporary password, then you would use your 4-digit temporary password. Your 4-digit temporary password was provided to you upon the completion of the enrollment. If you didn't see it then it was sent to you via email. So you should look for one of the first emails that was sent to you by myEcon and scroll down to where you see your website and that 4-digit temporary password. And you'll enter that temporary password in here, and it'll automatically prompt you to reset it for whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be 4 digits, just anything that you're more likely to remember. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in the password. If you haven't already logged in before, then get the temporary password out of the way. But for those of you who already have your password, then you know what I mean. So I'm gonna put in the password and let's get logged in. See, many times a lot of people, they stumble up or they feel like they aren't able to log in because they don't understand that the username is just what's in front of the .myecon.net. So once you're logged in, this is what you'll see. The BMC, which stands for the Business Management Center. Now, I want to put a strong emphasis on certain things just so you can really understand what you have. Some of these things you will just click around and discover for yourself. Do your own due diligence. Don't just wait on somebody to do certain things for you. Do your own due diligence. We're all adults and we all want personal financial success. But if we don't take this personally and we don't do anything for ourselves, then we wind up depending on someone else to do it for us, or waiting on someone else to do it for us when we always had access at the click of a button. So now that you're here in the Business Management Center, the first place I want you to visit is the Financial Success Membership. Financial Success Membership. because this is a membership. So whether you got into myEcon because you want to apply the strategies and you just want the membership and what it all has to offer, or whether you got into myEcon because you want to build this as a business alongside having the perks of being a member, either way, you want to understand what you have in this financial success membership. This is a multi-million-dollar membership, a multi-million-dollar business, whatever angle you want to take it. And I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way to the top. So what I'm doing is scrolling down. All I did was log in. It took me to the Business Management Center. I clicked on Financial Success Membership, and now I'm scrolling down to the bottom. You have access to what's known as the cashback mile. There are many cashback miles out there, but you want to develop a habit of shopping from yourself. You know, if you're going to consume certain things, see if you can buy those things from yourself. And when you do that, you are rewarded. So what we did was put in place a cashback mile. Since so many people shop online, now they're able to shop online through themselves and get cash back when they do so. So if you look around, you'll see that there are tons of categories of things that you're spending money on already. Arts and craft, as seen on TV, automobile, beauty, books, you know, business, cable, yada, 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 financial services, health and wellness. The list goes on. So these are different categories that you can click and discover some new stores or stores that you may already be familiar with. And if it's not a store that you're familiar with, then maybe you want to try some of the things that are available in your back office so you can be your best customer. Sometimes you might have to ditch certain stores in order to shop from yourself, so that way it's a win-win for you. These are different ways that you can keep more of your cash flow, and we'll show you how to use that cash flow to grow your wealth. But there are many stores that you are familiar with. As you can see, we have Walmart down here. We have Priceline, and these are some of the more popular ones from this particular site. But you have Best Buy. You have tons of different stores. You have different restaurants that you can go to. You have Groupon, which is a discount site within itself. All of these things you have access to at the click of a button. All you have to do is go through it. And once you click on these sites, it'll take you to the actual website, but it'll be cookied to you. So that way you always get credit when you shop from yourself. Now, this is included in your membership. And I'm gonna let you know that you also have the ability to share this same cashback mile with people, friends, families, online Facebook friends, and it's free for them to get access to this cashback mile. All they have to do is register by putting their email address in. Once they do that, they have their own cashback mile, looks just like yours. The difference is when they shop, they get cash back, but they also put money into your pockets. So it's beneficial for you to give away your cashback mile link to people that you're connected to, because when they shop, you earn income. Now, small percentages, but this is just one of the things that you can do in order to, you know, expand your business and expand your income. Don't focus a lot of attention on this, but use this as a tool to share with people so that they can save money and you make money, and it's free for them to do so. Now, since we're talking about sharing this information with people, I'm going to go ahead and click on the referral center. So I'm already logged into the cashback mile. And in order to share this with people, you'll just go to the referral center. And as you can see, you earn 10% of the cashback earnings of all your referrals. So when you refer people, you get percentages off of the things that they do. So there are 3 different ways that you can sign up referrals. You can enroll a referral yourself. Basically, you sign them up. You can use the tell a friend system. And basically, you know, it's an invitation to sign up to the myEcon Cashback Mile. Or you can place your unique tracking link, and it'll be in this purplish box. All you have to do is copy it and paste it. And when they click on it, now they have the ability to sign up. So use either of those 3 methods and get people enrolled into your Cashback Mile. It's free to them, saves them money, makes you money. This is all included within your membership. All right, let's not spend too much time on the Cashback Mile. Just want to let you know that it exists, so you can understand that that's one key piece to the puzzle. Discount travel. Now, you can do the discount travel also through the cashback mile, but you can go straight through the travel section, and what it does is take you to Priceline. So if you're looking, you'll think that you're just on the Priceline site itself. However, if you look above in this domain bar, you see that MYE stands for myEcon, and then it has a enrollment number attached to it. That's how you know that it's cookie to you. So when you shop through Priceline, now you just made yourself money, because you get money back by shopping through Priceline. It really comes in the form of a commission. So it helps your commission by shopping through yourself. as well as people can take this exact link right here. And if you send it to them, this same link right here, now they can book hotels, rent vehicles, book flights, package it all up, book cruises through your Priceline account. Now, if you know myEcon and you know what this is, you know that we're a personal financial success company and we're centered around economic empowerment, financial education. However, you have the ability to book travel or sell travel through this if someone clicks on your link and decides to book travel or rent a vehicle, book a flight, package it up, cruise, whatever. And you earn income when they do. It's a gentleman that's in the royalty movement, to be exact, who earns about $2,000 plus a month just off of people booking travel and hotels through his site. And this is between you and I. I've been told that even though myEcon doesn't focus on travel, people are getting higher commissions by using our travel system or our discount travel than if they were using their own travel membership if they're in a travel company. So in other words, there are people who are in travel companies, and I won't list any, you know they exist. There are people who are in travel companies who get less commission when they book travel, but if they use their myEcon travel discount, they're able to earn more or higher commission just by using what myEcon provides, even though travel is not our main product. So keep that in mind when you're booking from yourself, or if you want to share it with someone else, you can make a ton of money just off of letting people travel through your link if that's something you want to do. But I want you to know that it exists. And we have a video we can show you how we get discount hotels and things of that nature. I may link it to the comments if that's something you're interested in. But understand what you have. The Priceline gives you the ability to book from yourself, but instead of you just going through Priceline, now you just put money back into your pocket. This is all included, free into your membership. You got enrolled for little or nothing, but now you have $1 million assets attached to your membership. Also, tax advice and preparation. You might have tax questions. You might have preparation questions. You may want to get connected to tax professionals using the membership. Click on there, see if you can get connected to someone or get certain questions answered specifically that may fit your scenario. Everyone's scenario is different, but this is all included in your membership. Legal Club, what that is discount legal and some free things that you get access to just because you're a myEcon associate. So certain times you have to pay for consultations and things of that nature. Well, now you have a membership that you can tap into that allows you to get some free legal services. You get initial phone consultations, initial face-to-face consultations, all because you're a member. I won't go through all of this. Go ahead and, do it yourself. You get deeply discounted legal services, and sometimes legal services isn't because, it's a crime at hand. You might want to set up a will. You might want to set up a trust. You just might want to do something to enhance or take your business to the next level, and you might need to talk to someone who's a lawyer or who's astute in a particular area. And how it works is they connect you to someone that's close to you, and now you're working with them, but you get the discount because you have this membership. So understand what you have. Key login defense system. I won't click on that one, but that basically protects your device, your computer device. If you're using a laptop or a desktop, whatever it is, now you're able to protect yourself from the hackers because your key logs, your keystrokes are protected using our key logging defense system. Click on there, figure out how you have to make sure you have your computer protected, but that's all included. That's worth millions, especially since the crime and identity theft is at an all-time high. You want to have your stuff protected on the front end, which is a great segue into the ID Defender, which is identity theft protection. You see, we're helping a lot of people get their finances in order, get their credit in order. And the last thing we want is somebody to steal their identity and them not be protected. You see, when you get your credit score to 750, 800 plus, somebody might want your identity. When you get your cash flow and your investments to a certain level to where your money is making money and you're building wealth, somebody may want your identity. So what we did is said, look, we want each and every myEcon associate to have their identity protected. So we threw it in the package on the house, no additional cost to you, but you get access to it. And it doesn't just cover you, it covers you as well as another family member. That's up to $1 million in coverage, in insurance coverage, in the event that your identity is stolen. This is powerful. This is worth $34.95 by itself. Do not sleep on what you have. I'm going to continue to say that because so many people take this membership for granted without realizing that it costs you not to be a part of this membership. We're giving you things that literally can cost $35 by themselves. Some of them hundreds of dollars, but now you get access to it at no cost. And this includes the identity insurance, full service identity theft restoration services, protection resource center, 24/7 lost wallet assistant. I mean, I don't have to look at it. The list goes on. The list goes on. All you have to do is make sure you're registered for that. You should have got an email that basically says ID Defender. You want to go in there, put your information in to make sure you're protected. So yeah, you have a myEcon membership, but you do have to go and access your ID Defender program. And once you pretty much justify that you are a member, now you'll have your identity protected because of it. So go ahead and get registered. Make that one of the first things you do after the homework assignment I give you at the end of the video. But you definitely want to get the ID Defender. Protect your identity on the front end, so as you build wealth, you have nothing to worry about. The Cash Flow Manager. This is $1 million product within itself, because this is how you manage your cash flow. Let's click on it. I won't spend too much time on this. I'll put some tutorials in here because I definitely don't want to, make this video too lengthy. I've already gone a little further than I planned on. However, I do want you to understand what you have. So, Cash Flow Manager list. Since this is a sample one, you see a lot of different ones, but let's just click on John Sample Business. Now, once you're in the Cash Flow Manager, and it looks totally different from your phone, from your cell phone, it's a lot more user-friendly and a lot more sleek. But on the desktop, this is what it looks like. And it gives you the ability to use this to manage your cash flow. Enter your income. What income do you have coming in? Do you have income from a job only? Do you have business income? Do you have multiple streams? Enter your income. Enter your expenses. So now you're able to see your income versus your expenses, which determines your cash flow. And now you can understand how much additional cash flow you have in order to strive towards building wealth. And if you're building this as a business, this is the backbone of your business, record keeping. So now we make it easy for you. Instead of you having to keep track of all of these different receipts, you can use this digital record keeper. Enter all of your expenses, take pictures of your receipts if you're using a mobile device, and now your record keeping is flawless. You can enter and edit your budget. You can do recurring. So if you have a monthly cell phone bill, as you can see, communications for internet, communications for AT&T, these can be set to recurring. So now that you don't have to enter it in every single month. And if you're doing business, these two things are tax deductible anyway. A percentage of them are tax deductible. 100% of the internet could be tax deductible because you have an online business. Your business is based online. It cannot function without the internet, which makes your business 100% tax deductible, but only if you keep the records. And that's what this is all about. So I put a video tutorial in here. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Understand that this Cash Flow Manager is the backbone of your business. You definitely want to be utilizing it to its full potential, because the more records you keep and the more expenses you document based on you doing business. Understand, business deductions only come from doing business. So if you're not doing business, you don't get business deductions. If you don't have business deductions, then it's a good chance that you get taxed higher than anybody else in America. So it only makes sense for you to do business of some kind so you can qualify legally for business deductions. And this is how you keep the record. So I put a video in here to show you exactly how to go about it. But once you've entered in these expenses, you can always view, edit if you made a mistake or you need to change something, or if you put in something more than once, you can always edit these things and, associate the right receipts with the right transaction. All of that will make more sense to you once you actually get familiar with it and watch the video tutorials. I just want to let you know that it's back here. Let's click on the Cash Flow Strategy. You see the Cash Flow Manager and the Cash Flow Strategist go hand in hand. See, the Cash Flow Strategist is a part of the Cash Flow Manager. Cash Flow Manager is for record keeping. Cash Flow Strategist is for wealth building. See, this is how you set up your game plan. This is how you get to being a millionaire, or, very financially stable. If you don't want to be a millionaire, or if you want to be a multi-millionaire, this is how you get there, because now you have a roadmap on how to get there. You see, you can't get to any destination unless you know the address that you're heading in. Because if you're not heading in the right direction, then you can end up anywhere. But we want you to have a roadmap so that it eliminates the guesswork. Just like setting a GPS. You put that destination in, the GPS knows where you are, and now it can take you from where you are step by step to wherever you want to go. Understand that that's what the Cash Flow Strategist is. It's your strategy to building wealth. So I'm going to click on this one just so you can get a glimpse of what it is. Right off the bat, you title your cash flow strategist, and it asks you, what are your top 5 financial goals? Top 5. Of course, you can select more, but we want you to just, pick your top 5. What are your financial goals? Place the number 1 through 5 in the boxes below. In this sample, they went all the way through 7. So their first one was to pay off debt, which is many people's first goals. Increase income. Number 2. Reduce my taxes. Number 3. Build retirement assets. Retirement freedom goal. Number 4. Number 5. Make a major purchase. Car, furniture, boat. You had the option to buy a new home, pay off all debts, excluding mortgage, save for college education. Whatever your goals are, put them in. And if you don't see what you want, then put other. And in this one, they put cruise. See, we're not always about just being so serious. We want you to have fun and live life. We just want you to do it strategically. And that's what this allows you to do. Strategically set up your financial goals so you can accomplish them in a way that's seamless, and it allows you to do it effortlessly without digging a deeper hole and not focusing on your goals. So setting your top 5 financial goals. That's that. Retirement freedom goal. It asks you, what's the least amount of monthly income you desire at retirement? Most people have a number. Most people realize, look, I can live very comfortably off of $6,000 a month if I had that when I retire. Okay, if that's you, and that's what John Sample's scenario is, then put $6,000 there. What year at the latest do you plan to retire? Do the math. Figure out what date it is or what year it is now. And if you say, hey, I don't want to work past the age of 50, then whatever that year is, put that year in. I don't want to work past the age of 40. I don't want to work past the age of 55, 60, whatever your age is, you put that age in. And then it says, how much of your monthly retirement income do you expect to receive from Social Security, company paid pension plans, not what you receive from 401k, or 403bs, IRAs, CDs, etc. But how much do you plan to receive in Social Security or company paid pensions? And if you have that number or that number, put it in. And some people don't have this at all. If you don't know, then put 0. And you just got to understand that you just have to do the math that best fits your scenario based on the goal that you have. So you'll go through these, and basically it tells you to put in your information based on what you put in. The game plan is worked out. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time. I just want to let you know that it exists. So debt elimination being one of the top goals of most people, as well as this example. Then you put what the overall balance is. You put what the balance is on, all of your debts. This was only 2 debts. And then what the minimum payment is month after month. So now you have these monthly expenses added on to it, because these might not necessarily be debts, but they are monthly expenses. So you're putting in all of these numbers. In other words, you need to pull out all of your information, everything that's going out month after month after month, put it into this system so you know exactly where all of your money is going. Once you put in your numbers, and this may take some time, but it shouldn't, because you're paying these bills every month, you're paying these debts every month. So just get it all together, put the numbers in. Once you do it one time, you only have to do it one time, and then you just make adjustments along the way. Save and return to list. That's all I did, was hit save and return to list. We were in section A. Now let's transition into section B, because now we know what your goals are and we know what your expenses are, but now we need to understand how are we going to get there. So we already know the financial goals and how much you need in order to have $6,000 coming in per month. Because keep in mind, the whole purpose of this is to help you reach your retirement freedom goal, which is $6,000 per month. So if that's the case, then sometimes people don't know how to reverse engineer their goal to get to the $6,000 per month that they require in order to be free or feel, to where they have a good retirement without having to go into getting another job. So this lets you know, in order to reach this goal, you need $675,000 in assets, bring you in 8% rate of return in order to get there. Now, I know it might sound, complex or kind of feel as though this is a little too detailed, but understand, once you put these numbers in, the calculators will do the math for you. And then all you have to do is follow the plan that it gives you. So these are your goals that were laid out based on what you put in section A. And then you can do an assumed business income, because you want to create some form of business income. If you don't already, you don't want to just have one stream. So assume how much you may be bringing in, because you want to maximize your cash flow, maximize the amount of money that you're bringing in. And business income allows you to speed up the process. So we can show you how to minimize your debt, minimize your taxes and all of those things and expenses. But sometimes you need a little more in order to expedite your goal and get to the retirement goal that you desire. So in this particular scenario, $500 was the projection. Taxes and withholding, this is the tax saving from the W-4 correction. You probably haven't adjusted your W-4 yet, but if you do, or if you have, then, you know, whatever that number is, I don't care if you got an extra $50 back, put that number in this tax area, and that shows you what you can do with that $50. $50 turns into $100. $100 turns into $500. $500 turns into $1,000. So don't underestimate if you only, quote unquote, get $50 back when you adjust your W-4 the correct way. Some people make the mistake of saying, well, I only got $40. That's $40 that you did not have. Apply that $40 properly, and now you get out of debt in a year. But now you get out of debt in 3 years versus 7 years. You know, so you got to understand the power of compounding your money, and that's what this is. So this is where you'll put the tax withholdings based on your W-4 correction. I'm going a little deep, but I just, you know, want you to understand where the math comes from before I conclude in this section. Minimize your expenses. So we're showing you how to, you know, take a cold hard look at your expenses. Where may you be overpaying in certain areas? Is your cell phone bill higher than it has to be? Is your internet bill higher than it has to be? Do you need to make a couple of phone calls and let them know, hey, I want to make some adjustments? And now you've lowered your expenses by $100 a month, $200 a month, $150 a month, whatever that case may be. So now you can increase your cash flow even more. Now, once you got all of this additional cash flow that came from your business income, tax withholdings, as well as you minimizing your expenses, cutting back on your expenses. In this example, that's a total of $1,700 in new cash flow. This is just an example. Yours may be different. Yours may be 700. Yours may be 100. But regardless of what it is, the software does the math for you and lets you know what you need to do. And this will allow you to know exactly when you'll be debt free. So this person will be completely debt free by 2019. All they have to do is stick to the plan. Total months to eliminate debt, 12 months. So now that increases their cash flow even more. Once you watch the full tutorial, you'll understand a lot more. So now you're wanting to increase your cash flow because now that allows you to have more cash flow for investments. If you're not investing your money, you're not even on the road to building wealth. The whole point of being a part of myEcon is to find avenues that you can increase your cash flow, get out of debt faster. Once that debt is out of the way, now you have more cash flow to invest. When you have more cash flow to invest, you have money making money, and now you end up living off of the investments, and you can retire when you deem necessary, because retirement is not based on age, it's based on money. And the cash flow strategist proves that. So the starting point was $15,000 in debt, but as they followed the plan, they were debt free by 2019. And those numbers, I'm not going to go into details on these numbers, but basically month after month, as they were eliminating debt, now they take the money that they were pouring onto debt and start putting it into their investments. They do that over and over and over again. They were debt free in 2019, but guess what? Congratulations. You have achieved financial freedom, because by year 2032, they have accumulated enough wealth to retire and be well above their goal. But let's just say they want to push it a little further. Let's say they want to become a millionaire. So now in 2039, they have millionaire status. 2049, almost $4 million in assets. So you got to understand the power in this. Save and return the list. This is all under the cash flow strategist. And then C is just basically the summary, just showing you what your goals were and how you needed to accomplish those goals. This is what you'll want to print out. This is what you'll want to put on your refrigerator, in your room. This is what you want to put all across the house, because now you have your roadmap. So this is your GPS. The summary is your GPS, all included in a $35 membership. Mind you, this is what financial advisors will charge you $100, $200 an hour to put together, just because they know something that you don't know. Well, now we pull the veil back. We pull the curtains back. So now you have access to all of this for pennies on the dollar. So it puts you in a position to have personal financial success regardless of somebody else's decision to get you there. Now you can get there yourself without anyone else's help. So let's go back to the financial success membership, because that's the cash flow manager. Last but definitely not least, a lot of people want to better their credit. A lot of people want a 750 credit score so they can qualify for the home, qualify for the cars, qualify for the loans. We want you to have more cash flow and not be so focused on getting loans or borrowing money. However, there are good strategies to using your credit in a good way to better your financial situation as well. Well, the Smart Money Kit allows you to do that. So instead of you paying an arm and a leg, $100 a month, $300, $500 for somebody to repair your credit, just follow the steps that we give you step by step in order to have cash flow success. Cash is king was once a powerful statement, but in today's digital world, credit runs the kingdom. So credit does play a huge part, and it affects every aspect of life today. Even if you have a great career, loads of cash, you will still need a good credit score. And the Smart Money is a credit education system that empowers people to build stellar credit, eliminate their debt, and grow their cash flow. So we give you the best of both worlds. Not only are we showing you how to increase your cash flow and make extra money, now we're showing you how to better your credit without paying somebody an arm and a leg. And all I did was go to Financial Success Membership, click on the Smart Money Kit, and this opens up your credit restoration game plan. We call it the 750 credit plan. So let me go ahead and click and enter into here, and then we'll get in conclusion here shortly. So this is what all you have that comes along with your course lesson. Module 1, Introduction to the 750 Credit Plan. Module 2, Obtain your credit report and credit scores, because you need to know what's on there in order to get rid of it. How to read your credit report, how to dispute items on your credit report, how to remove negative payment history, how to reduce credit utilization, how to add credit history, how to properly apply for new credit, how to get credit mixture, how to check disputes, income shifting, summary, the whole 9 yards, everything you need in order to get your credit from where it is now to where you want it to be. And we literally have testimonies within this royalty movement group of people who have applied these things and have been boosting their credit score left and right. Some people are entering in the 700s. Some people have surpassed the 700s or well into the 800s, because the credit score can go up to 850. Why not go ahead and push it to the limits? The cash flow or the Smart Money Kit allows you to do just that. Now, if this alone isn't worth $34.95 a month, I don't know what is. You have literally access to this platform that can better your credit. And guess what? You can sell this to someone else. They can get access to this same platform for $99 one time. Most people, when they realize that they can become a member for $34.95 a month, they decide to go ahead and become a member, because now they can use it and help someone else instead of just them having it for themselves. So understand the power in what you have. Understand what you have back here in the Smart Money Kit, and that's the 750 credit plan. The 750 monitoring is basically, you can buy credit monitoring through this. If you already have your own monitoring, you don't have to use this, but you can use the credit monitoring that we offer. Lowest price in the industry, might as well buy from yourself. And then the income shifting strategy is what we already teach, so I won't dive into that. But if you want to understand how to better your credit, the Smart Money Kit is where you need to be. Smart Money Kit, and this is all under the Financial Success Membership. So let's go back to the BMC home, because we shown you the value that you get for the $34.95. Don't make the mistake of thinking that you just have a $34.95 membership. This is $1 million membership. Don't let go of this because you feel like, oh, I'm not using it, I don't need it, I already got it figured out. Whatever the case may be, understand that no matter what, you will be making and spending money. If you are making money of any kind, spending money anywhere, then you need a money membership. So why not keep your Financial Success membership that's worth millions, and now you can empower yourself as well as others. Now, the first thing you need to do, this is your homework if you have not done so already, or make sure your team has done, is the Quick Start Orientation. You want to get the Quick Start Orientation out of the way. That's why they have it in green, and that's why it's at the top, because the Quick Start Orientation is very important. This is what gives you the walkthrough, the overview. This is a bit of an orientation by you just watching this video, don't get me wrong, but when you do it for yourself and you watch these videos, now you see what myEcon is all about, and you have June call, you're breaking it down in such a way that is, understandable for everybody. You get the tax withholdings. You understand how to correct your W-4. And if you get hung up anywhere, reach out to myself, reach out to whoever brought you into the business so we can make sure you thoroughly understand the power in what you have. You get the examples of the tax record keeping, the cash flow strategies, which we briefly went over, how to increase your cash flow via business income, because you want to be increasing your cash flow. So if you make some money from the business, that's perfectly fine. Now you have more money and you have more deductions, which allows you to keep more of your money in more ways than one. So it's thorough. Make a prospect list. You have people in mind that you want to share with. Peak and pass. The whole strategies are here. So I don't understand when a person says, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. Well, start with the quick start. Start with the quick start orientation, and it'll tell you what you need to know in order to move forward. And if you have questions from there, then your leaders can point you in the right direction, guide you in the right direction, so you can get to where you're going in an easier fashion. That's what it's all about. We want to shorten your learning curve, but you have to do your part. You have to do your due diligence. If that means clicking the quick start orientation and pressing play and listen to a 3-minute video, 16-minute video, 11-minute video. If you can watch YouTube videos and Facebook videos, but you're not watching anything that's showing you how to keep your money and grow your money, then you're wasting a good deal of your time. So make time to watch these short clips, these short videos that will put money into your pockets, literally. So the quick start orientation is your homework. If you're taking notes, write down that I need to do my quick start orientation, and basically that's found as soon as you log in, Business Management Center, the green tab right there, boom, click it, watch those quick start orientations. So before I conclude, let's go ahead and go to one spot. I'm gonna just go to this document center area because I want you to understand this, because a lot of times people try to jump the gun and they don't really pay attention to what's really going on, because they're trying to do it their way versus a way that has already been laid out for you. We're not guessing. We know this works. We know these strategies work. For 100 out of 100 people who work the strategies. So people who don't have success are only those who didn't follow these strategies and principles to the T. So we want to give you the blueprint that you need. So all I did was click on the document center. In the document center, you'll see these tabs, but we're going to focus on the training manual. This is why we told you, upon enrolling, that the training manual was located in the back office digitally as well. So within the training manual, you'll see a ton of different things, and it's worth you pulling these documents up and getting a thorough understanding. But I want to fast forward down to this last tab, investing to build passive income. In this section, investing to build passive income, you will stumble upon what's known as what we call the PCP, which is the personal cash flow plan. So you got a plan. You're not guessing. We're not wondering if it'll work. We know it'll work. All you have to do is just apply the plan. So the personal cash flow plan is our detailed plan on how to apply discretionary cash flow to your finances each month to attain financial success. Our business system and other financial tools will help you acquire additional discretionary cash flow. Minor arguments can be made about our plan versus another, but the main point is a quality written executed plan is infinitely better than no plan at all. Additionally, our plan is great because it helps you get extra cash flow to begin getting positive movement in your finances. Read all the steps in the plan and listen to the PCP tape in your audio center, then begin the steps. So here are the steps. Step 1, acquire as much cash flow as possible. Step 2, set up a beginner's emergency fund. You see, these are the things that you got to understand. You want to start acquiring as much cash flow as possible, regardless of where it comes from. The W-4 adjustment, the business income, lowering your expenses, eliminating debt, because once you start paying off debt, that gives you more cash flow that you no longer have to spend paying off the creditors. Now you can keep that into your household. So as you're creating that additional cash flow, now you're simultaneously working towards building your emergency fund. You need $3,000 in the emergency fund. Start small. If you got to start with 500, cool. Knock that out. Then get to 1,000, cool. Knock that out, and then escalate until you get to the $3,000. To potentially get a higher rate of return on your emergency fund dollars, you may want to put the money into a money market account or a municipal bond fund instead of just a regular checking account. You see, we're all about you using your money to bring you in more money. The banks won't do it for you if it's just sitting in the checking account. The banks won't do it for you if it's just sitting in the savings account. So these are just other options that you may want to consider. We're not recommending, that you do, certain things, or you can't do certain things that you want to do. It's your money, do what you want to do. But these are just our strongest recommendations, because the checking account and the saving account won't bring you more money. But at least get that emergency fund in place. I want you to read this thoroughly. I don't want to read it word for word because I know you can read, but you want to get that emergency fund together. Then you want to begin investing into a retirement account because the name of the game is retirement. The name of the game is getting your money in a place to where you no longer have to work a job. And understand that when we say retirement, we're not talking age 70. We're not talking age 65. We're talking retiring when you deem necessary based on you following these principles, based on you increasing your cash flow, based on you growing your business income, based on you understanding money so that money can work for you. So you want to invest and have your retirement income growing. You want to keep that cash flow growing. That step. So look at step 3, step 4, step 5. Pause this screen if you have to read it because it's cut and dry all the way down to where you have your home paid off. It even lets you know, look, if you're renting, start buying a home. And if you're buying a home, go to step 7. So now you can start paying off your mortgage. Don't go to step 8 until you have completed step 7. Now I skipped around, but I want you to understand that it's telling you, look, don't do this until you've done this. Do this, then do this. Don't do this until you've done this. Now that you've done this, start building your investment portfolio over and above your retirement account. Step 8 basically represents generational wealth. So when I think about this step, this is generational wealth, hands down, because it's all about you. Cash, asset, cash. You take that cash, buy, build a growing asset that brings you more cash over and over and over again. You have no choice but to land on financial success that outlives you. So understand the PCP, print this out, follow these steps in conjunction to everything that you have with the Smart Money Kit. In conjunction to everything you have with the cash flow manager, the cash flow strategist, all of these tools work together to get you to personal financial success, which is what myEcon is all about. Now, many people, want to increase their cash flow beyond just minimizing taxes, eliminating debt, minimizing expenses. They want to earn business income. So get familiar with the process of generating business income. So if you want to generate business income, which we strongly suggest, then what you need to do is go ahead and get yourself in a position to where you can be getting paid. Go ahead and do that by going to my account. Once you go to my account, which is up here right at the top, I should have pulled out the tab so I can circle, but you don't want to not have this set up. You want to make sure that you have this particular item set up, because once you have this set up, now you can guarantee that you get paid right there, my account. So once you selected my account, it brings you to this screen here. And then you click on my commission direct deposit. So you basically setting up your direct deposit account. You pretty much have it to where you can take a picture of a voided check, upload it. It connects your checking and route number. So now you're in a position to start making money. So you want to be in a position to where you're able to get checks deposited in your account so we can help others. You grow your wealth because the more money you make, the more money you have to put towards debt, put towards investments, whatever your goal is based on your cash flow strategist. I just wanted you to know that I want you to be in position to get paid. Many of you are in the position to where you have some money that'll be heading your way next month, but you might not have taken this step to get your direct deposit set up. So you want to get your direct deposit set up like yesterday so you can start getting paid like today, and understand what you have. Some of these other things, if you have questions about, feel free to reach out, but I want you to understand that. Now, if you have people that you're interested in sharing this business with, based on, knowing people have certain goals that they want to accomplish, the site that you want to send them to is, and this concludes the overview of the site, but now let's talk about building. Let's talk about you getting commissions. Let's talk about you earning income. And I won't spend too much time on it. I just want you to know where you can send them. This is the site, howtoshiftyourincome.com. Or you can type in myEcon Express and it takes you to the exact same place. If I type in myEcon Express, and I recommend using myEcon Express because we've had scenarios where people would text howtoshiftyourincome.com and the message is not going through for some reason. But when you send to myEconExpress.com, it usually go through. So myEconExpress.com, as you can see, it automatically redirects to howtoshiftyourincome.com. So if you have people who are interested, based on them saying, they want to know what it is you're doing, they want to better their credit, they want to get out of debt, they want to make money, whatever it is, send them to myEconExpress.com, and now they can watch these videos. Video 1, how to achieve personal financial success. Disregard the circle that's still there. Video 2, discover the power of income shifting. Video 3, how to achieve personal financial success. Then some success stories. And now they're able to get access to this membership for pennies on the dollar. But you send them this site. Once you have sent them this site, and we have a process that we go through, I put the flow chart of how you should converse with people before sending them this site. I put that in the comments, as well as you want to understand the power of sending them the information at a time that they said they were available, as well as doing a 3-way call with one of your uplines or your leaders, or myself, if others aren't available or whatever the case may be, so we can get their questions answered and get them into the business, get them access to the membership, so they too can have the personal financial success membership that you have. So understand that you have something that is worth millions. Don't treat it like a $34.95 platform just because that's the cost. Disregard the cost. This is $1 million membership, and you have access to all of these things for literally $1.17 a day. $1.17 a day times 30 is $34.95 a month. You have access to all of these things at the click of a button. So, in conclusion, your homework is the quick start orientation. Once you've completed the quick start orientation, it includes some homework within it. So let us know if you need help with your W-4 correction. If you haven't done that already, comment down below if you haven't and you need assistance with that. Let us know if you had questions on any of the quick start orientation things, or you want to know some other things you can do in addition to the quick start orientation to get yourself on a fast track for success. But nothing happens until you start with this quick start orientation. This concludes this brief video orientation. I wanted it to be short. Hopefully it's not too long. It's longer than I anticipated, but I definitely wanted to put emphasis on those areas. All the areas that I didn't touch on, get familiar with them yourself. Do your own due diligence. Do your own homework. We're adults, and we're all seeking personal financial success. As I stated, I am Mr. Smith, co-founder of the Royalty Movement, 0.5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Let me know if I could be of any assistance. Let's make this year your best year yet. All right, kings and queens, salute.